Am I live? Oh, I'm live. Hey, y'all. This is Niki with That Homeschool Life. How are you guys doing? It is Friday. It is Prince's birthday, June 7th, 1958. He was born in 58, I think. Yes, baby. Yes. And I got a story to tell you guys. I'm going to pop in for a little bit, and then I got the raspberry beret myself out of here. But I got a story for y'all. And a mess back here. Oh, Lord, I'm just popping all out. All right. Let me just set everything up just right. How are you guys doing? I always forget my mic. I always forget that mic. Y'all going to have to tell me. Niki, turn that mic on. All right, let me get it out the view. No, I can't do that. Oh, well. I hope the sound is okay. Y'all look. I love bright clothes and everything, but with makeup, I am gun shy. So I tried, slapping on some brilliant purple metallic stuff, but I know I'm about to wash this stuff off as soon as I finish this video because I need some YouTube tutorials. Home life love. I need one of your makeup tutorials, one of your get ready with me, because you have some pretty good makeup tutorials. I also like Jackie Ione, however you say her last name. That's a beautiful sister. She knows how to do makeup. But anyway, for all of my fellow belly dancers, you know half the stuff I have on. Ankle bracelets, hip scarves. I love this shit. All right. So I'm trying to set the scene for the purpleness for Prince's birthday. So anyway, really quickly, if you are new to my channel, I don't talk about Prince and belly dancing. I talk about homeschool stuff. Oh, there we go. Get that back up there. Anyway, you're not cooperating. I talk about homeschooling, all things homeschool. I do day in the lives. I do product reviews, curriculum reviews. I do vlogs and lives now. So if you're interested in homeschooling, or if you're looking for a tribe, then definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell right there to your beautiful left, so you know every time I upload a video. You won't miss anything. Like today. It's Friday. Hopefully you guys are done homeschooling your kids, if you're still homeschooling, and you are ready to just chill and be mom, woman, and that's it. Not a chauffeur, not a cook, not a babysitter, nothing. But anyway, so story time. Let's get into it. Okay, guys, I got to set the scene. Now, for you younger homeschoolers that had the misfortune of not growing up in the era of Prince and Michael Jackson. Oh, y'all, one of my eyelashes is popping off. For you, baby, I'm doing this for you. You know I don't wear falsies, but I'm doing it for you. For those of you who don't know, after this video, you need to go on YouTube, because now his music is on YouTube. I'm not playing any of Prince's music. Number one, he hated YouTube, Spotify, all of those sharing streaming services. He hated that. And he worked very tirelessly to keep his music in one spot where you had to go get it. So he didn't want his music diluted. So I found some music that was kind of a knockoff off of his music, so there would be no copyright issues. But his estate basically unleashed all his stuff, and there are a lot of videos of his concerts and performances on YouTube. So do yourself a favor and go check that out. It's just a phenomenal musician. So anyway, so it's Friday and it's June 7th, and I've had this love affair with this man since I was like 8 years old. I know that's not healthy, having a love affair, but back then it was just, he was fun. And it's carried me through all kinds of trials and tribulations and triumphs, and creative processes. So I love this guy. So what's the story time, Niki? Can you get on with the story time? Well, just wait a minute. Prince is, I don't know if he has affected you like he has affected me. You celebrate his birthday because you celebrate how much he's been a part of your life. When he died, April 21st, 2016, you know, a lot of people felt like a friend that's been with them for a long time died. So that was really unfortunate. So anyway, back when I was in college, I would say Prince was kind of really at the height of his career. And he had, I think, a year or two before broken away from Warner Brothers. And that was with the Emancipation triple CD, where he had like slave carved into his beard. And he was celebrating that after he put out those 3 albums, he would have fulfilled his contract with, I think it was Warner Brothers at the time. So he went on tour. It was a world tour. It was the Jam of the Year tour. And I was in college at this time. And a girlfriend and I wanted to go to his concert. We were both really, well, hold on, let me back up. Okay, so I was in college, not in the city where I grew up in. So during the summertime, I was home in Houston. And I met this girl, I forgot where. Y'all, I was into some things when I was younger. I had a decadent youth, but I was out in the streets doing something, but having fun. And I had a girlfriend that was really cool. And she was like really into Prince as much as I was. She was like almost probably more of a super zealous Prince fanatic than I was. And can I say your name? Her initials are LV. And so she was like, hey, I just gotten out of school, and I think I had an internship. I was wrapping that up, and it was coming up on August. So, you know, it's the hottest time of the year in Houston, and Prince is coming. And she was like, no, Prince is coming. And she was dating this footballer who had tickets but couldn't go. So he just gave them to her. And she was like, oh my God, he gave me these tickets, so, you know, we can go. And, you know, because it was the concert was sold out. So we were like, okay. We were all psyched that we were going to go to this Prince concert. I think it was right after 4th of July that we found out that we were going to go. And the concert was like the first week of August. So, you know, we had to go into our girl mode. Okay, you know, Houston's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. The concert was at the Summit, which is now called, I don't know, I think they tore down the Summit. But anyway, it is an arena. And so we had to plan our hair because we knew our hair was going to fall from the heat and the humidity. We knew we were going to be drenched. So we had to do a halter top, something sleeveless, a tube top, something like that. So we could have, you know, natural air conditioning and no sweat stains. And then for our makeup, you know, we had a little crossbody purses so we can like touch up our makeup and everything, really just dab it from all the sweat. And yeah, so that was it. So we were planning our outfit for like the whole month. And during that time, I was really into belly dancing. And I had a whole, honey, this was like nothing. This was going to the grocery store for some coffee. I had some just elaborate stuff, even as a college student, because I had a girlfriend, she's Indian, and her mother would just make the most beautiful clothes and accessories, and you know, would give us a nice little discount. Belly dancers a nice little discount. So let me sit back and get coffee. So we planned our outfit. Now, I decided that I was going to wear this floral dress. It was a tie behind the neck halter dress, and it was like really white, but then it had all these beautiful different flowers on it, like bright purples, pinks, yellows, and all of that. And the strategy was, 1, my arms are going to be free to breathe. 2, if I did sweat below, you know, under your boobies, you wouldn't be able to see any of the sweat stains. And then the colors were bright enough that I could be seen, because I'm sitting here thinking, I know Prince is going to see me, and I'm just going to just be the apple of his eye and everything. And And then, you know, I could probably get the attention of other people too. So I wanted something bright so I can be seen, but not have all the sweat and the makeup and the spilled drinks on me, you know, be seen. So got my little dress, and you know what? Let me show y'all something. Okay. Now look, right about now, if I had a real camera or some real friends who had real cameras, I would be showing you little inserts of the pictures from the concert, but you got to take my word for it. I'm sure somebody on this planet filmed this or took pictures and they have it somewhere. And if you do, please let me know so I can see the footage of what I'm about to tell y'all. But we actually did take a camera to the concert. It was one of these little babies. I know some of you young people have no idea what this is, but in the olden days, you had disposables that would wind up like this. And then when you were done taking pictures, and usually you can get about 24 pictures. I think some had 48 pictures you could take. You would drop it off at like the drugstore, like Eckert's, Walgreens, CVS, and they would develop it for you and then give it to you like a couple of days later. So some pictures were taken. I just don't know where they were. And it's not this. This is something from, I don't know. So anyway, so we got our camera, purse, outfit, hair. Now back then, I don't know if I was wearing weave back then. I definitely wasn't doing wigs. I think I was doing little clip-ins back then. I don't remember, but all I know is that Prince had just married Maite Garcia, the belly dancer, and from New York. Was she from New York or Florida? I forget. It don't even matter because I'm still kind of salty that he graced her and married her. But I love Maite because she was a belly dancer, and her mom was a belly dancer, and she was a really bona fide belly dancer. The girl could really move, and she was well versed in many different styles of belly dancing. So I followed Maite when Prince started, introducing her. And what album was that? I think it was the Symbol album. And that's the one with 3 Chains of Gold. My Name is Prince. Love to the Nines, one of my favorite songs on the album. 3 Chains of Gold. When he introduced her. And I was like, oh, that's Prince's look now. Because before it was the Vanity, Apollonia, kind of, who were the girls? The Apollonia 6, the sex shooters. So, Prince had a type for lovelies that he wanted to date, but then he had a type for the musicians that he liked to work with. And that was Rosie Gaines and Sheila E. and Mavis Staples. So he was true to 2 different types of women. So I was kind of in between. I'm like, well, I'm dark and I can kind of sing. So that's a half of a plus. And then I know he's into exotic girls. Well, I'm not exotic, but I can put something on that's exotic. So I might be able to get his attention. So y'all look, just think. It is August 2nd, Houston. It's humid. I think it was like 101 degrees. And even at night in Houston, it's like high 90s. And then the humidity factor just puts you over the top. So I told my girlfriend, look, LV. Oh, okay. Let me back up. I'm horrible at telling stories. Okay. So we're at my girlfriend's apartment. And she's got a really nice spread and everything. And we're like bumping all the Prince jams. Let's work. I don't want to get that copyright. So we're playing all his music. We got the radio station on, Magic 102 Jams. I don't know if they're still around. And we're not eating anything because we're wearing tight dresses and we don't want our stomachs sticking out. And I got a stain on this. How did that happen? Oh Lord, Prince, I'm sorry. What was I doing? So we're playing all of our music and everything, and we get in the car. We drive all the way out there, and it's like, is that downtown, Southwest? I don't even remember. We get there. Parking is fine. It's great. We see a whole. Oh my gosh, y'all! Before I get to why I have this on my head, see, that's the thing about Prince. He had real fans. I mean, people who really appreciated great music, songwriting, composing, you name it. And you would just have these conversations with people. I mean, they were the most friendly people. You can just walk up on any group of people or an individual and just start talking about anything Prince related or any of the artists related to Prince. It didn't matter. It was just this beautiful moment in time where everybody was just so on the same page with just love and admiration and just happiness. So anyway, so concert was amazing. He did a lot of, his old stuff, and then he did a lot of the stuff from the Emancipation album. And then, okay, now I told my girlfriend LV when we were getting dressed at her house, I said, look, I got a better chance of being seen by Prince than you. Although, she fit his stereotype because she looked like Maite, and very gorgeous girl. But she had no boobies and no booty, and she kind of, how really, really cute girls, they just have this resting face that looks like a mouse. She had that. So I was always, never mind, in case she's listening. You just got to have a resting smile face sometimes. So anyway, the concert's great. The music is phenomenal. I mean, okay, real quick. Now, over the years, Prince had changed. Now, before the Jam of the Year concert, I would say maybe going back 5, 6, 7 years, Prince had some really raunchy concerts. He had the twins, he had Cat, and he was doing things on the stage. By the time the world tour and the Jam of the Year concert came, this was in the 1990s, he toned it down a bit. So basically, once he really got with Maite, he wasn't as raunchy as he was before her. So you didn't quite get the X-rated show that you would have gotten if Maite wasn't there. So anyway, concert's great. Get out probably around 10:30 or something. And no one wants to leave. They just want this experience to keep going. Now, here's the thing. Back in the day, we didn't have, YouTube and Twitter and Instagram to find out what everybody was doing. It was always like word of mouth. And so Prince was really famous for having one-off after shows. It was a full-blown concert. He would just show up somewhere and just give a concert for like 2 hours. And a lot of times those after shows were better than the concert. So we were talking to other people just walking around because we didn't want to go home. And a lot of people were saying, hey, we heard that Prince is, he's going to be performing at the Roxy, I think on West Alabama. And so we started hearing, I think, probably by the 5th or 6th person saying that, we were like, you know what, let's just drive over there and see. So we like zoomed over there, to get there because, it's going to be parking is going to be an issue. And then you want to get in so you can get to the front of the stage. So and we knew we would get in because we looked really, really good. So we drive over there, hop out, run to get in, and it ain't nobody in there at the Roxy. We're like, oh my God, see, somebody was trying to misdirect us, but that's not like the philosophy of a real Prince fan. So we were like kind of torn. Do we leave? Because there was like nobody there. And it was like an echo. I mean, they had a little sound stage, but the Roxy, has performances. So there was like nothing going on. So we left actually. And then we went and grabbed something to eat down the street. And then the people there were like, oh yeah, Prince is going to perform there because one of the roadies was saying he had to take his equipment somewhere, and he said the address. And then the guy was like, oh, that's the Roxy. So he was like, yeah, he's going to perform there. You might want to get over there. So so we drive back, and by then my hair is falling, my makeup's all gone like it is right now. I'm just like, it's just all wet. I mean, luckily it was like, a floral dress because I was like wet from here all the way down here. My dress was all wet, just sitting down, trying to keep myself just dry like I am right now. And I was doing this the whole time just to keep myself dry and ventilate it. So we get back to the Roxy. If there weren't about 200 people, and we were only gone like 30 minutes, about 200 people were there. And let me tell you, the first time when we went in, we saw them setting up the stage. And they put a mic in the middle of the stage, of course, and they put a keyboard over stage left. And well, to the right. And we're like, okay. And the stage is really low. Like the stage probably comes up to your hip. So it's a very shallow, very low stage. So I'm like, okay, no one's really here. And the equipment, well, the stage is really low and the equipment is really like right toward the edge of the stage. So we know Prince is probably not going to be here performing because that's too much access. Like you could literally just grab one of his thighs and shoot, and take him home, put him in your backpack and take him home. So we were like, we don't know. That was why we left. So when we came back, it was $200. I mean, 200 people. And the bouncer, he was looking at us. He was like, I told y'all should have stayed, because he told us when we were leaving, he was like, you probably want to stay for a bit. It kind of blows up. But we were like, we were thinking, oh, he's just trying to keep us here and trying to, mac on us. So we go back inside. It's 200 people. But luckily, they've been drinking. And they had been drinking in the heat. So, when you drink in the heat, it's like a Molotov cocktail. And everybody was chill, but they were really more buzzed out than they would have been if they were in something that was air conditioned all day. So I told Letty, look, we're going to get to the front of this stage. She's like, oh, girl, I don't know how we're going to do this because some of these girls are haters and, I don't want them trying to pull my hair or my dress off or whatever, I'm trying to get to the front. Now I'm like, look, when we were at my girlfriend's house, her apartment, I told her I was going to wear my belly dance stuff. And she was like, girl, I don't know you. I will not know you if you put on anything that's shiny, that jingles, jangles, rustles, anything. I said, nope, just you wait. I'm about to set it off. So she was like, okay, whatever, crazy girl. Let me just take my steps away from you so I don't be put in with the cuckoo crazy people like you. So we're in the middle. We're toward the back of the club at the Roxy. And I said, watch this. I said, hold on, wait, let me set the scene. I said, hold on, LV. We gonna get to the front because I'm part of Prince's dance crew. They have never seen me before, but I'm sure they gonna let us part the wave, part through the crowd. We went to the bathroom. Now look, okay, this is actually really a hip belt, but because my mama lost my real headpiece. But what I had on was a headdress. It was fully covered. It was like this. But then just imagine this part all the way down. Okay? All the way down. And then at the bottom, instead of these balls, were coins. So I sounded like some wind chimes at Home Depot walking through the club. But and it was a good quality one because I got it off Harwin district. If y'all from Houston, you know about Harwin. That's where they sell a lot of the Indian vendors sell their wares. And I had this bad boy on, and then I put on some bracelets, like a lot of bangles like this. And I put two on one ankle, and then one on the wrist. And then I had all of these from Sherry. That was my my housemate in college, and I had this on. And with this, baby, y'all couldn't tell me nothing. Oh my God, I just knew I was Maite Garcia. I was Maite. I was like, excuse me, we need to cut through. We need to go through. Prince is waiting for us. I'm not lying. I swear to God, the people were like, in the video, the men all paused by climax. They were like, and we literally walked right on through to the stage. Now, we didn't go straight in the middle of the stage because there were some haters standing in the middle. And they were like, well, we've been waiting here for 30 minutes. Where were you at? You need to take yourself over to the other side. So I was like, shall we shall, so we shall. So we just bobbled our way over to the right of the stage where the keyboard was, right? Everybody thinks Prince is going to come hang out at the microphone. So like 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later, it might have been an hour. I don't even know. I think it was around 1:30 when he came on. Prince comes on and everybody's yelling and hollering. And he starts with a riff. I don't even know. I don't even know. I just saw this man and he comes out on the stage. And let me tell you, Prince is tiny, y'all. He is a little snap pea, cheese puff size. I mean, his legs are probably as big as a cheese puff. I mean, he is tiny. That's okay. Yeah, I can record tiny. I don't care. It's Prince. So he had this lime, I think it was lime green and blue. It was very colorful outfit on, and he had shades on. So he comes out on the stage and everyone starts yelling. Now, mind you, look. Oh, I didn't set the scene. I promise I'm going to get better at telling stories. I got to put on the smell goods. Oh my God. Got my Lalaurie perfume from Paris when I was in Paris. Okay, so this is the stage right here. That's the stage. Let me really set the scene. That's the stage. And this is Prince, of course. That's Prince. And where am I at? Okay. And everybody's all right here. And look how close he is to the edge of the stage. He's like right there. He's right there. And the keyboard is right here. That's the keyboard. Prince, keyboard. Everybody was right here. Right here. And then I think everybody tended to be obviously right here in the middle and then off on this side. Maybe they knew something about the Roxy. I don't know. There weren't that many people. I mean, it was full, but people were crowded like the elbows on this side. But here, it wasn't really that bad. I guess they thought they wouldn't be able to see him because of the keyboard, because the keyboard is right there at the edge of the stage. So really you have like the legs and stuff and all the cables and cords from the equipment. So I guess people thought they wouldn't be able to see his Highness, his Purple Highness right here. Prince walked out like this. Wait, no, here's the microphone. Let me fix this up. Okay, here's the microphone right here. This Prince, microphone, keyboard. And this is me right here. No, this is me. That's me right here. Here he comes. I don't know what he said because everybody was screaming and hollering and fainting. And he comes to the microphone here and he says a couple of words. And then he takes his guitar, kind of swings it to the side to his hip. And then he just boom. And he stayed here the whole time at the keyboard playing. And here I am. Wait, let me find an appropriate. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Here I am. Right here with that little headdress on. Right here. And I'm just like shaking my head like, oh, 7 and we'll watch them fall. Oh my goodness. And then about 5 songs in, and see, by then people were trying to crowd over here, trying to see Prince because they couldn't see him over here because they didn't think outside the box. Lord, look at this mess in the back. Okay, that's all right. So I'm right here shaking my head. And I see him kind of looking at me, even though he has his shades on. But I could see through my soul can see his eyeballs behind those shades. I'm like, oh my God, he's just gonna catch on to something. Okay, finally, about, I don't know, it could have been an hour in. He starts playing some cover songs. Actually, no, I Feel For You is his song. Shaka covered it. So, but when he's playing it like the original. He's playing it the way Shaka sings it on her album, because you know how Prince would just kind of do it his own way, but he's really doing it almost just like the version on Shaka's album. And you know the one where she's on the couch with her legs open. Okay, so he starts playing I Feel For You, and everyone's singing, And I'm singing to, look, I'm like, I was at my girlfriend's apartment. I was like, do re mi fa sol mi la la. I was in all that. I sound bad now, but I was in the choir that went to state, and we won 8 trophies, first place in all of our divisions for Division 1 chorale. So I had a little bit of a vocal styling back then. So this is me singing and everything, and people around me were starting to look at me, and I'm like, hey, this might work. I'm singing. So Prince, now he's got a boom microphone, kind of like this, over the keyboard. So eventually he kind of looks at me. At this time, I knew it wasn't my eyes deceiving me. He was looking directly at me. So I was like, so he takes the boom mic and he slides. Okay, first. Okay, so you know the chorus part toward the end? No, the bridge. Wait. I feel free. No, I'm sorry. It was, was it? Lord have mercy. Wait, he did 2 Chaka Khan songs. Wait a minute. It was, was it? No, it was I Feel For You. Okay, it was I Feel For You. I'm trying to think where the break was. Anyway, oh my God, I can't remember. I don't want to sing it because I don't want to get the copyright, but I'm trying to get into the groove. So anyway, so the part, well, you know how Chaka sings. I feel for you. I think I know. You know, just around that part of the song, she was building up to it. And as he's building up with it, I'm like, everyone's singing and everyone knows there's a really high note coming on. So I'm singing and I'm like, I'm going to tap out before I hit that high note. But he didn't think I was going to do that. So he swings the boom mic, right? Okay, now let me be real. No more play stuff. So he swings the boom mic right here, but he does it real slow. He's like, but then it's right in front of me. And he's like, right here, right here. And he's pointing at me. And the microphone, okay, this is me right here. It's me right here. And then he goes, right here in his little deep voice, right here, right here. And he puts the mic right here. And just as he put that mic right there, y'all, Chaka hit, I think, a C note or an A note off the scale. Y'all know that note. And I didn't make it. I tried, but I didn't make it. I tried so, and I was thinking, as we were building up to that note, I was like, Nick, you got 5A, 10 trophies in chorale. Now, you're a bona fide alto, but sometimes you can be a soprano too. Never a soprano 1, but you can be a soprano 2. And if you just kind of yell and push and be a soprano 2, you can get over that note. So I thought that in like 5.5 seconds. So when that note came, I thought all that, but I thought too long. And I went right at the top, just peeked over. And then I just tapped out. My voice literally cracked at the top. So, and it was so loud. He has a really good microphone too, y'all. That must have been like a $5,000 microphone. Because that microphone heard everything. It heard my heartbeat. It heard my sweat coming out my pores. That microphone heard everything but me hitting that high note. So as soon as he put that lovely mic in front of my face with all my little jingling chains, my gold chains. Now remember, when he took the mic, when he pushed the mic to me, he did it real slow. You know, Prince style, real slow, like scandalous, like that. Right here, right here. And then, because really, in my mind, he was auditioning me. And then after I didn't make the cut, it was like a boomerang. He did this. And just as soon as he did that, he got the mic back. I got to stand up for this. He took the mic back and he was standing behind the keyboard. He was standing behind the keyboard and he did this. Wait, hold on. All right. So he's standing behind the mic. Oh, what's all this? Hold on, y'all. Oh, part of my slip to my dress was not pulled down all the way. I don't want y'all seeing all my girly stuff. All right. So he's at the keyboard right here. Okay, he's at the keyboard right here. He gonna step back 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. He lowers his shades, his little sunnies. His head's down. He's like this. Oh, I should have brought some shades, y'all. So it's like this. Wait. He's like this. Ain't gonna work. Yeah. Okay, he's like this. He's like this. He's like this for the last time. He's like this. And then he kind of flourished his head and readjusted the mic, and then he started ripping on his guitar. But I was rejected by Prince. I was rejected by Prince. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, Lord. I just really been practicing. I've been seeing a coach, a vocal coach for that whole month. And I knew what the song was ahead of time. Yeah, I would have been on his stage. I would have been with him, Rosie Gaines, Mavis Staples. I would have been their backup singers, doing my little moves and everything. You know, because they can't dance. They can sing, but I can dance. So that would have been it. But anyway, let me take this off my head because it's hot and it's pulling on my hair. Woo! But honey, oh my God. And Prince, let me tell you, I don't know if he took a shower after the show. I don't know what he did because he don't wear perfume. He had on some ether. I don't know. He must have had on some ether because he smelled like atmosphere. He smelled like, I don't know, just something from the universe. Just amazing. And let me tell you, yeah, they wear a lot of makeup, but his skin had this glow to it. Like, you know, he gets regular facials and massages. He takes care of himself. He was really glowing, like really great skin. Now, the one thing that surprised me was I knew he was short, and I could tell how short he was because literally the stage came up to my hip bone right here. That's the stage. And he's standing like right there. Like I could lean over and grab his cream colored boot with the grommets on it. Or the studs or the laces. He was that close. And I was always just, I don't know. I think maybe he had so much trust in his fans and it was a different time than it is now. But I was always blown away that I never really saw security. There was one guy kind of in the middle, but he really didn't have any security. Like anybody could have just jumped on that stage. Anyone could have just grabbed his foot, his boot, and just pulled him up like, you know, like a fishing line, or just pushed on his equipment. Anything could have happened, but no. So anyway, that's my story time about the time I sang for Prince with that mess on my head. But let me tell you, when you want to get someone's attention, when you want to stand out, you got to be totally crazy and locked in on it. You can't be half-stepping. Like when I put this on, I had channeled Maite. I was like, I am Maite. I am Maite. Maite, I am. I am Maite. Maite, I am. I am, I am. I channeled that woman. And actually, when we were at the concert, I did put my headdress on for like maybe 1 minute just to kind of see people's reactions. And then my girlfriend was like, girl, you better put that away before I go away. She was not feeling that. She was jealous and hating. But people were like, oh my God, that is so cute. That looks like my time. I'm like, exactly. So, but I didn't care what anyone else thought. I was just having fun. And how many times in life Do you get to lose yourself and just have fun and not care what anyone else is thinking, or if they're looking at you? It's that old saying. One of my belly dance instructors in New York, Rocky, also known as Aunt Morocco, she used to say, dance as if no one were looking. And you should really live your life as if no one is looking. Do what you want to do, right? That's what I say. So, yeah, so happy birthday to Prince Roger Nelson. I just wanted to do my own little birthday celebration for him. And if you are a fellow Prince fan or friend, he didn't like fan, it was too much like fanatic. But if you are a Prince friend, your homeschool Prince friend, oh my God, I love you to death. We need to keep in touch. But let me know if you are. Leave a comment down below. And if you want to reminisce about any experiences you have with Prince, whether in person or just with his music or watching his videos or watching the dancers and trying to emulate, some of their dance moves, or just, go over the movies. There's so much, like his Kama Sutra. He never released it on CD back in the day. It was just on a tape. And I love that. It was his orchestra to his wife. And it's beautiful music, just beautiful. I mean, he composed operas. Just, man, I mean, people aren't made like him. They're just not made like him. So now, I always want to add a little homeschool or educational component to something. Now for this, if you wanted to go on teacherspayteachers.com, my favorite site for getting lesson plans, curriculum materials, whatever, then there is a Prince package. I think it's Musician Spotlight, and I think it's by Music in the Hood, something like that. But if you just type in Prince lesson plans, it will pop up. And I didn't buy it because I'm like, no, I just talk to my kids about it. And I just expose them. I tell them about the record deal. I tell them about the issues that Prince had with Warner Brothers and how he set the stage for artists to reclaim their masters and the evils of a 360 deal. And what is a record label? And what do they do? And how much influence do they exert on our population? And then you get into art imitating life and life imitating art. So there's so much. And a lot of that is you just can't get by just doing, worksheets or things like that. It's really just talking and showing and living and talking and showing and living and just by osmosis. So, all right. But I am at the 42-minute mark. It is Friday. My son, I'll give you a little wrap up for the week. But first, let me take, my bangles off. Look, y'all. Okay, now I haven't belly danced in a while, and I'm going to get back into it. But when I pull some of these materials out of my belly dance bag. No, this one. Oh God, you should have seen Mochi, my 8-year-old. He's already got big marble eyes like me, like his mother. So I pulled this out, and I don't know what I was thinking. I just threw this thing in my bag, and it was all tangled up like this. So I came out of my closet. My hair was stuck because I was like wedged in my closet, pulling things from the back. So my hair was all crazy like it is now. I was like this. And then I walked out and I had this. And then I had this over my shoulder. I had my dress on. My hair was all crazy like that. And I was like, oh, I found it. Because I couldn't find the original headdress because I forgot that my mom still has a box of some of my stuff from college. So I said, oh, well, I found something. This will work. So I came out the room of my closet looking like this. He was like, what? He was like, Mommy, are we super rich now? And he was dead serious. He thought this was heavy 24 karat Fort Knox gold. And then he saw these cones and he saw this. He thought, oh, this was real gold. And then he got up, he was on the bed. He was like, Mommy, where did you get that? Oh my gosh, we're rich. We're rich. I was like, oh, baby, it's just some cheap costume jewelry. The costume that I get from Oriental Trading for Halloween is something like this. Well, this didn't come from Oriental, but is not going to get us that mansion in Bel Air. So anyway, if you just could have seen his face, he was just crazy. Just like, oh my God, we hit it rich. So anyway, So it's Friday, and we are really done with well, we're done with homeschooling, but I'm sneaking in. Well, I'm not sneaking in. We do a little some homeschool stuff, but I wanted to get some stuff done today just to kind of set the tone that, we still have a little bit of stuff to do. And I said that we would start next week. See, this is the thing. You really have to sit down and have a plan and be firm with it in your mind before you start telling your kids the plan, and then you start changing the plan. Because I told them this whole week we would just chill, and then next week we would start off with, homeschool light and things like that. But I just found out that the work people are going to be doing the real demolition stuff next week. So we already had a lot of noise today and yesterday, and the electricians, the plumbers, the drywall people, they were all in and out, and it was pretty loud. And that's really one reason why I haven't recorded very many videos this week. That's why everything's been alive, because I just needed to hurry up and jump on. And oh, this is stuck. So it's kind of frustrating a little bit, just because it's so much noise for short periods of time, and then it's gone, and then like 45 minutes later the noise comes again. So it's like contractions. It comes in waves. So you think you can get a little bit of something done, and then you don't. So, but that's okay. I'm looking forward to having a beautiful new kitchen and floors and lights and things like that. So with all that said, my oldest son has, they won their baseball championship. So they are celebrating tonight, and they're having their presentation of their rings, their championship rings. And I'm like, this is not Major League Baseball. What kind of rings are they giving these boys? And then what boy wears a ring? So it's a great concept. I'm just really curious to see what that ring is going to look like. And my younger two, we're going to watch a movie while my husband and my son go to his celebration. And then this weekend, I'm going through my homeschool room. It's a real big mess, and it's an even bigger mess because I've moved some things into the homeschool room that don't belong in there because of the situation with the renovation. But I am going to start to organize, or at least just do inventory, and I might take you guys with me so you can see what it's like to just have a lot of stuff, be overwhelmed with a lot of stuff, and then figure out how to sort and make sense out of everything that you have. And so I'll be doing that this weekend, and then I'll also be mapping out the classes for the boys and what we're using, the curriculum. I'm going to the Great Homeschool Convention next weekend. It's June 13th through the 15th in California. I think it's in the Inland Empire. I forget, but I think it's in the Inland Empire. So if any of you guys are going there, I would love to meet up with you guys. And I'll have a video on that in a couple of days talking about that. So, but that's it. Let me get out of here. It's almost an hour long, and I know y'all not going to be watching me talk and ramble for an hour. But anyway, happy birthday, Prince. I hope you enjoyed the story. I know I'm long-winded, but I need to work on telling stories. And, oh, I was trying to say something. Prince, catchy like. Wait. No, but I can't sing because I'm going to copyright strike. So, no, that's Michael. Oh, no, that's still Michael. Anyway, I'm off song out. Anyway, guys, I love you. Thanks for stopping by. This is Niki with That Homeschool Life. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It costs you nothing. A lot of you are, and I'm so happy to see that. Thank you so much. And that's it. Let me get out of here. Go and have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. And if you have videos, if you're a YouTuber, put your stuff out, because I'm pretty good at, checking out everybody else's stuff, their videos, and seeing what they're up to and all that good stuff. All right, guys, I'm out of here. See you guys next week. Bye-bye. Yeah, oh my goodness, look at all this. I didn't sweat half of this off. It took me like 10 minutes to get my perfect thumbnail. The first one I did came out perfect, but then when I was putting the information in for the webcam, I hit a button and then it ended. And I was, oh no, my thumbnail is gone. And so I had to do another one, and I just couldn't get the right one. I was just looking like I was having a heart attack or I was drowning. I did not look glamorous and belly dance Maite Garcia like. So whatever. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Bye. Yes.